Hello and welcome everybody to the Skill Titans podcast. Today we have a very special guest. Miss, if you could please tell the audience a little bit about yourself and what you've been doing so far.
All right. Hi, everyone. Thank you, Shreyan. It's really nice to come live with you. Myself, Mrs. Sharda Kunder. I've been in the profession of education for the past 20 years now. And yes, been elevated right from the core uh, to the principal's post. And it's been a lot of learning for me as well. So, yes, I've been learning from 2004 to be very specific with my students, my own child, my own nieces. Yes, a lot of learning, and it's never stopped. Believe me, it's uh, the profession where one grows with others, and especially the younger generation. And that's the best part of being in this education field.
Absolutely.
So, and I have been educating myself, enhancing and developing my own education, my qualifications as well. I'm a postgrad in MA Literature, pursuing my PhD in English again,
Wow.
and moving ahead.
Wow. Amazing. Miss,
That's
the
all.
number of years of experience you have is more than my age also. So that's such an amazing feat. I'm so honored to be here with you on the podcast. And Miss, my first question to you, to dive deep into the topic, what are your thoughts on if I say tomorrow a child is going to the school and says, "Oh, my next subject on my next period is entrepreneurship." What are your thoughts on entrepreneurship in education? Is it even important? Why and how can we include it in our current education system?
I think entrepreneurship is already inculcated in the ICSE and CBSE as well, if I'm not wrong. But yes, children do learn from a very tender age, and especially when they learn mathematics. There are
Right.
certain topics where they learn to, go to the market, spend money. So they learn to, the expenditure, how much they spend, how much they save. So that's the first step where they learn a lot. How much I can save, how much I can earn by saving, and by the expenses they learn. Right. So that is the first step where they start learning. It
Hmm.
has never, it is never that, this was never inculcated. It was already there in the curriculum. Now we are giving it different names. But yes, by the time our children become teenagers, to be very specific, when they come to the eighth standard, they learn a lot. And by giving, opportunities to children, very young children, they come to meet their own talents.
Yeah.
Yes, I can do this. This is there within me. And they feel that, I can explore this. You get it? Then they start getting connected maybe to their own parents' business. They try to understand whether it's a boy or a girl, doesn't matter. The gender doesn't matter over here. It's the understanding that they develop.
Right.
That is what I feel. And once when a subject like this is, you know, introduced in schools, a proper subject, children feel that, yes, wow, this is an opportunity to learn something new, to explore my own talent. They come up with new ideas. Okay. They learn to face new challenges and come up with solutions.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Right.
True.
That is what I feel. It's a fantastic subject to be now introduced on a larger scale,
Yeah.
even in the state of schools.
100%, Miss, 100%. Miss, you being the CEO of your organization, you call it principal, you call it management, you call it chairman. Ultimately, Miss, you are the CEO, chief executive officer. So you are making sure that admissions are coming in. You're making sure the team is being handled, the teachers are managed. So all these activities require a lot of skill set which you have developed over the years. So, what are a few skill sets that you feel that should be taught to the students to be good entrepreneurs, to be good leaders, to be good managers? What are these kind of skill sets you feel?
Shreyan, I personally feel it's through my experience, I can say that. Uh, as an educator, as a facilitator, we should, learn, we should trust our children, our students more. When they come up with idea, the teachers, the educators should not tell them, no, 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 this is not fine, this is not the time, please go away. We'll discuss it some other time. Maybe just lending 5 minutes, you know, give it a shot, motivate the child. Wow, better save these, jot down these ideas. We can discuss this when we have a special period for this kind of, activities. And we can definitely implement this. We can talk to the parents as a teacher, the class teachers or the subject teachers can bring these points to the notice of the parents, telling them that no, your child has got very good talent. Please do not let it die. Have little trust and faith, and see what you can do for your child. So that motivates the child. The parents are motivated. Okay, wow, things which we could not see, the school is telling us. So that in a kind, it becomes the school's USB also. That wow, the school is really doing so well, observing our child very minutely. So that also becomes a USB for the school, and speaks in volumes for the teachers as well. But what in end, what I feel is, the child feels so confident that I confided my certain ideas and plans with a certain teacher, and she's really, given me that push. कि नहीं बेटा आप कर सकते हो ये अच्छी बात है, right? So that child feels very motivated, and in near future, students then feel inclined to do something of their
Absolutely,
own. They work on these thoughts then.
absolutely, absolutely, Miss. And my last question before the rapid fire round is, how would you measure the success of example an entrepreneurship program in your school if you were
At
to
school
ever
level.
run? Yeah, example, if you were to run an entrepreneurship program, आपने चालू किया, तो how would you measure the success rate कि ये program successful था या नहीं था?
I think that's a long term thing, because entrepreneurship is not very short term. Depending on the ideas that the child has come up with, it can be a very small scale industry that the child wants to start. The idea may be, for an example, if I say, I do remember a child coming to me, ma'am, मुझे ना पेपर बैग्स बनानी है, बट न्यूज़पेपर बैग्स नहीं बनानी, मुझे कोई ऐसा न्यूज़पेपर चाहिए जो मैं घर में बना सकूं. So we gave it a thought. Wow, the child has come up with something that he has, his own thoughts. कि मुझे पेपर बनाना है. So we then sat together and said, "Okay, chalo, we can, help you with these things." Believe me, the teacher started, doing a certain research. The parents were involved. The child was given a little push. कि बेटा चलो हम भी आपके साथ जुड़ते हैं, and take your friends if you have a team. So he then built up a team of 4 people. They started doing the research. So this was a not very short term, but yes, he finished his project, his research in a year. It was that short. And I'm sure he is, now doing something with paper bags, but not only big carry bags or something like that, decorative gift bags which you get in the market, right? He started with those small bags. And he said, ma'am, मुझे यहाँ से शुरू करना है.
Got
Then
it.
I'll explore my. That was really fantastic, It depends, beta, from where to where, what your ideas are. It can be big, it can be small, but yes, it definitely needs to be given that little push from the parents' end, from the school. The child cannot be asked to just shut up and, be quiet with his
Correct.
thoughts. No.
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay. So, Miss, now the rapid fire round. I'll ask the question, one word answers only. Okay.
So do I get options?
I will give options. You have to choose from them.
Okay.
Okay.
All
So,
right.
uh, if you had the choice for your students to be job creators or job seekers, what would you choose?
Job creators, definitely.
Okay. What should a child focus on, the degree or the learning outcome?
Learning outcome.
Okay. And if you were to go back to school today, what would you learn?
Well, frankly speaking, this is a very long answer. I have learned a lot during my times. Children don't get a chance to learn, especially the skills. I
Hmm.
did a lot during my time. Okay. So I would say, you want me to answer one word, right? Some skill,
Some
some
skill.
skill. Wow. Something that the child is inclined to,
Means
that
what
kind
would
of a
you
skill.
learn? What would you learn?
I would learn computers because during my time there were no computers.
Okay, nice. And if tomorrow is a maths exam, and at the same time there is an international level competition of a student, which one would you give permission for the child to go to as a principal?
Depending on the time, I would definitely, at the school level, I would try and make the child give the exams first, depending on the time. But we do make provision. If the time is not there, the exams would be taken on a later date,
Okay,
so
nice.
that the child attends the competition. Definitely, yes. Competition first.
Hmm. Okay. Amazing. So, thank you so much, Miss, for your most valuable things, time, and advice which you have given us. And I really, really hope that someone watches this, gets inspired by you, and does some action that would improve their school and further improve a child's life. And that child will then thank you कि oh शारदा मिस के podcast की वजह से आज मेरा life इतना अच्छा है. So thank you so much for your time and your advice.
Thank you, Shreyan. God bless you and wish you all the very best. I really hope this podcast really helps, youngsters and the parents, parents also,
Absolutely.
because without the parents' guidance and motivation, especially motivation from the parents and the teachers, I
100%.
don't think any child will be motivated to do anything in his or her life.
Correct.
Motivation is very, very important. So, all the best. Thank you so much for having me on the podcast.
Thank
All the
you.
best.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shreya.